Okay folks, my Kaylee 7 here, going for a ride. I'm using the Kali Moto app. I've got a route plugged in that's going to take me up a little bit north of here. They say it's pretty twisty, so that'll be nice. I've got on my GoPro Hero 8. I have on my Sena 10C Pro, extra battery. I got extra batteries plugged in the back of the bike. I got my phone. I think I'm good. Just got to get my jacket and then off I go. Wow. It's a pretty looking bike. Getting closer to 14,000 miles on this puppy now. About a year and 2 months I've had it. Tevita is the honorary name of my bike. For my dad, who would have loved this. He would have called it a cream puff. Look at this redneck ass shit I got going on here. Podunkia, right? But hey, you know what? Necessity is the mother of invention. Okay. Let's see how this all turns out. May fortune favor the foolish. I can see my camera back there perfectly. It's nice. 13,598 miles so far. 81 miles till empty. I should get some gas. Today is July 4th, Independence Day. And in case you didn't know, this is my Kaylee 7. You can see my Kali Moto app. I don't know if I'll be able to hear it in my earpiece or headphones, whatever you want to call them. Alright, that camera is right over that line. That's funny. I gotta move over here. There you go. That's better. And back over again. Hopefully that'll be a cool view for you. I don't know if it's cutting my head off or not, but I just keep trying new things, you know. Keeps it interesting. As I ride to my destination. Alright, so let's see if I can think of something to say. Hey, farmer guy.
Calculating the route.
Ooh, Kali Moto is talking to me through my Sena. That's great. So I can see that map there. I have that map there.
About 1.4 miles.
And so hopefully this will be an awesome trip. In case you're wondering, the safety folks, I've got on my boots.
In 1.2 miles, turn right.
I've got on my super duper pants, my super duper jacket. I've got on my army gloves, my full faced Arai helmet. Watch out for this guy. What's he doing? All right. I have to hug the right side more because this camera's right out there. So thank you very much for your recent comments and support. The last couple of videos I've had, thank you very much.
In 0.3 miles, turn right onto Banks Road.
And I'd like to do some shout outs. Let's see here. If I suddenly go quiet, it's because I'm listening to Kali Moto. I don't think you guys can hear that thing in my ears here, but It's talking to me.
Turn right.
It's telling me to turn right, but no, I have to turn left and get some gasolina, and then I will follow Kalimoto. All right, let's do some shout-outs. One is to the Ramblings of Larry. I loved your recent video.
Please make a U-turn and turn right.
You got some great content, buddy. Quality's good. Topics are great. I know you're a preacher man, so your sermon, I liked it. If I were a church-going person, I think I'd like to listen to your sermons.
Follow the road for about miles.
I'm what they call a non-church goer. Doesn't mean I'm an atheist. I'm not. I just don't go to church. I have a Bible. I read it. I don't read it, religiously. You like that? That was good, right? Dad joke. I don't read my Bible religiously. Camera's still there. So, yeah, Ramblings of Larry. If you haven't seen his stuff yet, check him out. He's an up-and-coming motovlogger. And of course, hello to Moto Mengi up in Pennsylvania. Oh, by the way, Larry is down in southern Georgia near the Florida border there. Florida border. Moto Mengi is up in Pennsylvania. Some real pretty country up there.
In 0.2 miles, turn right onto Fayetteville Highway, US 401.
Look at all the chemtrails today. They must be putting like "Go ride your motorcycle" juice in the chemtrails today because I want to ride.
Right.
I'm going to have to wait, Kalimoto. She keeps telling me to turn, this, that, the other. She's very insistent. All right, going to take a break here and we get some gas. Somebody forgot their gas cap. That sucks. You don't put it there. That's how you forget it. If you want a gold wing, like I do, this kind of gold wing, see, the gas cap goes right there. How about that? $7.92 to fill my tank. Not bad at all. And away we go. Alright, so as I was filling up my tank, I came up with a topic. Today's topic is, for this part of the video anyway, it's going to be topics that people just cannot stop talking about and fighting about in the motorcycling community. And I noticed this when I was in the Harley groups, and I see the same kind of thing in the Goldwing groups, although the topics are a little bit different. So I'll just list as many as I can think of right now. So the first one is octane. Now for those of you who ride the more modern Harleys with the EFI and all that jazz, you have to do deuces, folks, deuces. You have to put in it 93 octane, I believe it is. You know, the high test. Does anybody say high test anymore? Premium gasoline? But for the older bikes and for these bikes, it's 87 octane. And so people are always asking in the forums, do I have to use 93 or do I have to use 87? And for the 93 folks, and I'm sure you're already saying this in your head, if not right to the screen. I know, I'm hearing you. You have to use basically 93, maybe 92, 91 minimum when you have a Harley with that requires the higher grade because the engine starts to knock. You don't want to have the knocks. So yeah, you could put a lower thing in there, but probably want the higher. And if you can, try to get gasoline that doesn't have any ethanol in it. Corn-free gas. There's a place up in the mountains out here, over by Robbinsville. I think it was on the Moonshiner, right around that way. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Let me just pull in front of the speed lane. Really? Really, you dumb shit? Ay, ay, ay. People think they're the only ones on the road. So anyway, yeah, the guy out there in Western North Carolina, he's got this old-timey gas pump and it says, "No corn gas here." That was kind of nice. Anyway, for the 87 octane group, which is my bike, there's always this, what grade of gas should I use? Should I use 87? Should I use higher? What octane? And if the bike says use 87. That's all you need. I didn't know that when I first got it. I was still using 93 for like 6 months until somebody finally pointed it out to me, like, no, read the damn manual, dummy. Bike takes 87, not 93, which is always a bonus. So, people are like, I know it says 87, but I want to use the good stuff anyway. Clean out the bike, So there's always fights about that. There might be fights about that on this very page now that you've heard me say it. The bike says take 87, so I take 87. I have never had a problem. The bike's fine. Almost 14,000 miles now. 13,600 I think I'm at right now. Getting closer to 14. And yeah, that octane thing, it always makes me laugh. People think that the higher the octane, the better the performance. No, it all depends on what your engine is designed to use. So if it's designed to use 87, then you should use 87. If it's designed to use 93, then you should use 93. Of course, people will say, I don't trust the manufacturer of my vehicle. They're trying to make me spend more. Why would the manufacturer of your motorcycle want you to spend more on gasoline? The manufacturer's not making any money off that gasoline. They have a secret deal with the oil companies. All right, whatever. The world is flat. NASA is a lie. So that's the first big thing that people fight about. Another one they fight about is the issue of dark side. Should you go dark side or not? And if you're not familiar with that term, going dark side is when you put a car tire on your motorcycle. And I can see the reasons for it. You get more out of the tire. The tire lasts a lot longer, the car tire does. And I'm not sure if you get better gas mileage, but I know that you get more mileage out of the tire itself. So there's that. If you're doing highway kind of riding with, sweepers at the most, and you're not, pushing your bike to its limits, I could see having one of those, having a car tire on there. If you're out in Nebraska and you're just going all day straight, yeah, might as well have a car tire. But if you're getting into the twisties and you're carving them, I don't trust that. But people argue about it all the time. That's one of the big things they fight about. Should I go dark side? Can I go dark side on just one tire? Do I have to use both tires? The way I look at it is motorcycles are different from cars. Duh. And so the tires are different. And the tires don't last as long on a motorcycle tire because of what they're designed to do. So I use motorcycle tires. I want the best thing for my bike. That's my opinion. I'm sure people fight about that now in the comments. Oh, he's stupid, he doesn't go dark side. Oh, you're stupid, you like to go dark side. People love to fight about that stuff. Alright, then there's, for the Harley riders, I remember this one from when I was a Harley rider. When I had my Road King, I got a stage 1, and I put it on the dyno as part of that, and my horsepower went up, and did my horsepower go? I don't know if my horsepower went up, but, you know, it breathes better, it performs better. I can't even remember what my dyno numbers were way back then, 2006, 7. So, then I got another bike years later, 2014 Ultra. I got stage 1 on that, and then I got a stage 2. I got the 585 cams, which surprisingly is my most popular video. People love that stuff. And I did the dyno, and I did the stage 4. I did a dyno run for that, because that's part of what they do, stage 4. I mean, I didn't do it. I paid somebody to do it. He's dead now, by the way. Anyway, doing that dyno run, I got the numbers, and I said I get this and this and this, and of course people always love to one-up you. If your bike gets 122 horsepower with a stage 4 kit, somebody else will say, I got the exact same stage 4 kit and I have 156 horsepower. And I had, like, I don't know, 111 foot-pounds of torque or something. I did the same stage kit, and I had 1 million foot-pounds of torque. There's always somebody who's got, way better deal than you did. Now, the motor company will tell you the percentages that you should go up with the stage 4 kit. And mine went up exactly those percentages. And then I get those people, well, that's because you got the pussified version of it. You should have got had some guy do it the way you can do it. To flash the ECM and all this stuff. Void the warranty. No thanks. As a matter of fact, they used a tuning chip, whatever device, to tune my bike, and it wasn't a Harley one. And then later on, Harley said, if you use a non-Harley tuner, we're going to void your warranty. So when they would do my services, they would have to not plug in my bike because they didn't want the void.
0.4 miles, turn left onto Mechanical Boulevard.
Turn left? Why would I turn left?
Follow the road for about 5 miles.
Okay. That's weird. Turn left. Anyway, things telling me to do crazy things. Yeah, they had to not plug my bike in because I would get the warranty ding. They wouldn't let me have a warranty anymore. So that sucked. When I was first talking to the guys about the stage 4 at the time, I'm like, I want it to maximize its potential. Because I know they have to follow the EPA regulations, and so the bikes are kind of dumbed down, because I can't think of a word right now, but they're not able to perform to their ultimate potential because of the EPA. And so you get all these stage kits and all this stuff, and then the bike performs better. The problem is, if you get the stage 4 kit from Harley, they still have to conform to EPA regulations. And so, yeah, you're going to get better performance, but it's still not going to be super duper duper. And that's because of, the nature of the EPA thing, I guess. Which is kind of ridiculous. I mean, if you can get an EPA-approved upgrade in having a stage 4, then why don't you just have the stage 4? Make the bike with it already. If it's, like 107, make it a 114 out of the factory. You got to upgrade to the 114, and then you get then like 2 years later, the bikes are coming out of the factory with a 114. You're like, oh, I'm an idiot. Then of course you can get those super duper aftermarket things, or I got a turbo on it. I got a 181 cubic inch upgrade, S&S super duper something. My bike goes the speed of light. But I have no warranty, and the bike runs super duper hot, really loud, and it breaks down all the time. No thanks. I think I'll just stick with my boring